Hello students, welcome back to our online class from Alpium Public School situated at Gola Bazaar, Gorakhpur. This is your subject teacher of science and today I am here again with a explanation of remaining topic from your science textbook chapter number 13, that is water. So today we are going to discuss about some remaining topics from this chapter. Before starting our new topics, let's have a quick overview on our previous topics. So my dear students, in our previous video we had already discussed about the main properties of water and the process of water cycle. Now we are going to discuss about some other points. Hailstones. So students, what do you know about hailstones? Let me tell you. On really cold days, raindrops can freeze while they are falling and become hailstones. This is when freezing takes place. So my dear students, look at the given picture. This is a picture of hailstones, and in cold days the raindrops can freeze and they are falling and becomes hailstone. This is because when freezing takes place it converts into hailstones. That means the raindrops convert into hailstones after freezing. Now look at the next picture. This is a picture of snowfall. In hilly areas, when atmosphere becomes very cold, water vapors freeze before condensing into water and become snow. Thus, snow is frozen water vapors. In winter, we can see snowfall in hilly areas. Here again freezing happens. So my dear students, in case of snowfall, in high hilly areas, when atmosphere becomes very cold, the water vapors freeze before condensing into water. Students, as you know that when water is heat, it converts into water vapor, and after that it converts into tiny water droplets. That means in the process of condensation. So in case of snowfall, the water vapor freeze before the process of condensation and become snow. The snow is frozen water vapor. You can say that snow is a frozen water vapors. So in winter we can see snowfall in hilly areas, and here again freezing happens. Now let's come to the next topic and look at the next picture. This is a picture of fog. The fog that we see on a winter morning is formed when water vapors in the air condense near the ground. This is another case of condensation occurring. So students, in case of fog that we see in a winter morning is formed when water vapors in the air condense near the ground. And this is another case of condensation occurring. Okay. Next is dew. So students, during chilly nights, the air close to the ground gets colder. The water vapors in the air changes into water droplets and get collected on the leaves or grass. This process is known as dew and it involves condensation. This is also formed by the process of condensation. Next is frost. Look at the picture. Here a picture of plant is given. When it is cold, when it is too cold, the dew freezes to form ice. And this frozen dew is known as frost. Frost is very harmful for crops. This process involves freezing. So students, in case of dew, the air close to the ground and get colder. So water vapors in the air changes into water droplets and get collected on leaves. But in case of frost, that collected water freezes to form ice. And this frozen dew is known as frost, and this frost is very harmful for the crops. And this process also involves freezing. Now here some uses of water is given. Let's discuss about them. Plants need water for photosynthesis. So students, you know very well about the process of photosynthesis. So the process in which plants make their food in the presence of sunlight, air, water. So students, water is precious or need of every living things. So plants is also a living things. So plants need water for photosynthesis. Next is water provides home to many plants and animals. So students, in water, some animals live there and we can know them as a aquatic plant or aquatic animals. They come to the aquatic life. Okay, so water also provides home to many plants and animals. Next one is water keeps a blood of animals like hippopotamus. They rest in shallow muddy pool on sunny days. So students, water also keeps a bloat of animals like hippopotamus because they rest in shallow muddy pools on the sunny days to get rid of heat. I hope you understood the uses of water very well by the help of this video. Now let's move on to next point, that is water is used as a means of transportation. It transports people and goods from one place to another. So students, you had already studied about the means of transport or mode of transport. So water is also used as a means of transport. It can be used to transport people and goods from one place to another. Now students, most important topic, that is hydroelectricity plant. Now we are going to discuss about it. Look at the given picture. This is a picture of hydroelectricity plant. So students, now here question arises, what is the use of hydroelectricity plant? Let me tell you, water is used to make electricity, and to generate electricity we need this hydroelectricity plant. Now let's discuss about the process of hydroelectricity plant. So students, water falls from a huge height. Look at the given picture and try to understand the concept that is given here. So water falls from a huge height on rotating blades that are connected to a generator, and generator changes the water energy to electrical energy. Electricity obtained from water is called hydroelectricity, and dams are also built to generate electricity. So my dear students, in this plant, first of all, water falls from a huge height on the rotating blades that are connected to a generator, and generated changes the water energy into a electrical energy, and electricity is obtained from water. So this is called as hydroelectricity, and dams are also built to generate electricity. Now next topic is distribution of water on earth. Students, almost all the water on earth is salt water. 97%. So 97% of water on earth is salt water. Of the 3% that is fresh water and 76% is frozen in the ice caps is the poles. In the given diagram you can see salt water in oceans and salt lakes, that is 97% total water on earth, and fresh water only 3%. In next picture, earth's fresh water. Water vapor 0.037%, lakes and rivers 0.34%, deep groundwater 11%, and shallow groundwater 12%, and ice 76%. So these are the distribution of water on earth. So students, all the topics of this chapter is completed now, and I hope you understood it very well. Let's summarize this chapter. So in this chapter we had studied about many topics, like in its natural form water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. Water provides home to many plants and animals and is used for transportation also. Water also has industrial uses. Water exists in all three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Water cycle is responsible for distribution of water in the air, land and sea. Most living things need fresh water to live, and we must adopt ways to conserve water because there is very little amount of fresh water on earth. So I hope you understood all the topic very clearly by the help of this video. Now your turn to study it and grasp it. Thank you students.